This is Dragontail Tarot. Welcome to my channel, and I am here with a surprise pop-up live stream. Usually it's a Spirit Animal Sunday, but tonight it is a Spirit Animal Saturday because I just felt like doing it. We have not done a Spirit Animal live stream session in a very long time. Not even sure exactly when the last one was. But we had a really great time last couple days ago on our new moon, blue moon live stream. So I thought I would jump in and do one of these because we haven't done it in a while. So I thought it'd be really great to just check in and see what our spirit animal guides are saying for all 12 of us zodiac signs. If you have not been to the channel yet before, thank you so much for stopping by. I always enjoy and appreciate your energy and your time, spending time here. Hey there, Ocean. And if you haven't done so yet, please do hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, etc. We are going to be using tonight the Spirit Animal Oracle. This beautiful, beautiful deck by Colette Baron Reed. Absolutely love this one. It's one of my absolute favorites. Hey y'all, good to see you popping up. It is a Saturday night, and I thought about going out. I was like, am I gonna go out and like go have dinner or go to a dance party or something? I was like, nah, I'll just party at home. So here I am. So Spirit Animal Oracle, we will be using that for our summarization messages. We're going to be using Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma. I absolutely love this deck as well. It's gorgeous artwork. It's very kind of Pacific Northwest, Alaskan inspired artwork on that. And for our animal tarot deck, I will be using the Ark, which is an animal based tarot deck. It's very, very cool. It's like all the tarot cards, but all of them have an animal instead of the traditional tarot symbology. Hi Vivian, Soul Maturation. Hey there, Ian. Good to see you. Crystal Bell, hey again. Great to see you all. And just in case I want to clarify any of those tarot cards, I do have this hysterically cute and way too adorable little tarot deck called the Chubby Bunny Tarot. And I have bunnies. I'm a bunny mama. And these are so cute. I just can't even stand it. The little Chubby Bunny Tarot. So if we need to clarify any of these cards, we'll be using that one. All right, guys. So we're going to start out with Leo. We are still in the last few days of Leo season till we shift over into Virgo. Can we feel the Virgo vibes coming? Yeah. I'm a Capricorn. I love my Leos, but I gotta say I am excited to get back into an earth vibration. It's always a great feeling for especially Capricorns and Taurus. We're like, yeah, earth time. We love the earth time. So Leo, let's see what we have got for you, our beautiful lions and lionesses. This is going to be your spirit animal readings for tonight. You can take these to resonate whenever you see this reading, but I'm mostly angling this towards this kind of second half, first week of September, right? You know, it's, to me, that's like the period of time this encompasses. We're in a really magical time here as we pop up to this Leo new moon, and then we're building up to the blue moon. So yeah, if you want to get deeper into that part of your reading, go check out the new moon, blue moon live stream that we did a couple days ago. That one was super fun. The energy is really incredible. There's something very both creative and mystical about the combination of me to Leo to Pisces, because Leo is that it's the performer, it's the vital fire, it's that life of the party, it's that very, star power energy, but then Pisces, really gives that imagination, the dreams, the creativity. So it's a beautiful combo of energies that we're kind of moving through from one to the other right now. All right, Leos, let's see what we have got. We're just going to pull some animals and see which ones are around you. Let's talk to all of our animal guides and friends. I've had a lot of them around me lately. Oh my goodness, the animals are about. Love our spirit guides through those animals. Oh my goodness. So let's see, Leo. Please show us what you have for our lions. What's your main spirit animal guide for this next couple weeks ahead? Lay a solid foundation, Leo, with the beaver spirit, all right? This is all about building, the architect of the animal kingdom, absolutely. So you may be dealing with a lot of emotions. Remember, the beaver builds over those waterways and creates the dams to help, you know, navigate and control the water flow to its best advantage. So you may be kind of building some foundations around your emotions or your deeper feelings, okay? You may feel very emotional, and it's an interesting thing, like we talked about how we're building up to that Pisces full moon at the end of August. You may feel that water, that emotional water, but you're building some foundations and coping mechanisms around this. I'd also say, because it tells you to lay the solid foundation, that for some of you, you could literally be like building a home, purchasing a home, thinking about where you live, thinking about getting a little bit more grounded, no matter how that, you know, plays out for you. Let's get into your tarot. Please, animal spirits, let's see what we have for our lions. Kind of a little past, present, future layout, how you're going to be navigating this next couple weeks, please. Yes, you got, oh, nice energies. You're feeling very decisive. I get this a lot, okay, through this reading. Right in the center, we've got the Firefly Spirit. That's like the heart of the matter. Six of Wands. This is victory, success, recognized achievements. On this card itself, it says shining your inner light, moment of glory. To me, this is a very good card for Leo because it is fire energy. It's all wands here. This is actually incredible, guys. I might actually clarify these because it's all wands and they came out in order, which is really unusual. That's not likely to happen in a deck very often. So Tasmanian Devil, Five of Wands, right? This is the immediate past. So to me, that's a tussle card. Obvious, we got the Tasmanian Devil. Five of Wands is always a little bit of that inner conflict, or sometimes outer conflict too. You could be dealing with somebody that's difficult, or somebody that just gets your hackles up. You know, you may be really feeling a lot feisty this last couple weeks, but you're really focused on that greater success. And then we have, you know, 5, 6, 7 of Wands. Leo, wow, fiery, and you've got a very specific trajectory and mission here, because to me, it's like this is you successfully learning to stand up for yourself and be very strong within yourself. This, you know, Seven of Wands, it's always very self-protective. It's like, you're not going to mess with me. You're not going to take what I've worked hard for. It's courage, achievement. The only thing that I would say with especially the 5 and the 7 of Wands is just make sure you know what you're fighting for. And make sure that you're not just fighting for no reason, right? You know, it's like if you complain about everything, nobody's going to hear it, right? But if you only bring attention to the matters that really matter the most, people will definitely listen to it, because it's like, wow, they never say anything, but now they're saying something. So pick and choose your battles wisely. Sometimes a small skirmish like this 5 of Wands isn't really worth getting all that fussed about. But if somebody's really stepping on your toes and stepping to you, then it might be time to really put the foot down. That's a very clear message. On the bottom of the deck, we've got, you know, the Condor Spirit, which is our King of Swords in this deck. To me, that's Aquarius energy. Is very clear cut. This is the King of Strategy, right? Truth, final authority, brilliant mind is what we have here. So that's, again, there is a bit of a strategy, what you're going through or what you're putting your mind to here. There's definitely a method to all of this fiery feistiness, right? So it's tactical. It's tactical. Pick your battles wisely, Leo. I think you will have a success to all of this. But don't get too caught up in the drama, right? Don't get too caught up in the dramatic feeling, because I know Leos, they're ruled by the heart. They feel things close to the heart. So let your heart rule you wisely. That's a feeling I'm very much getting here. Let's get an affirmation on this read for you, Leo. And again, that's why that foundational card is coming out, because I really feel like ultimately, like, you're trying to sift through maybe some personal drama, maybe some work drama, and establish yourself more solidly. Stay grounded. You know, get some time outside to really center and focus yourself. We have the black bear as your affirmation. That is our guardian spirit. So, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love, awaken my intuition, and guide me. So I do feel like you're very protected, and it's good to just sort of meditate and focus in on that feeling. You know, just pull into that a little closer. Because, you know, for some of you Leos, you know, you getting your hackles up these days, it might have a lot to do with you feeling maybe either a little bit threatened or a little bit miffed, or you kind of like hoping everything's good in your house or good with your family too. Could be protective of family and friends, that kind of vibe. All right, guys, let's shuffle these cards up real good. So we're gonna jump into Virgo. Feels very like kind of chill for a Saturday night, but this is good. I like the feeling of it. It's a Virgo moon tonight, I think. Pretty sure we're in the Virgo moon. So Virgo, you're going to be the star of the show real soon here, Virgo. Next couple days, the sun is moving into the Virgo season. So we are having that. Mars and Mercury are already in the sign of Virgo. So you are definitely being pushed into the forefront. This is going to be your spirit animal readings. You can take these, like I said, to resonate whenever you want them to. But Virgo, I really feel that this is especially... You know, I'm coming at it from kind of this next 2 weeks as we move from this new moon that we're in right now up to this full moon in Pisces. You know, the next 2 weeks especially is when I'm focusing this read. But if you see it at another time, it was probably meant to be. Let's get into it. All right. Dear spirit animals and guides, please show us what you have for Virgo. What is their main spirit guardian for this next couple weeks ahead? Who do they need to seek the most advice and wisdom from? Okay, Virgo, we just shuffled this card up. You got the same thing as Leo. Not a surprise. This is a foundational laying time, and that's what this beaver spirit is all about. I also feel a lot of November energy with this because the full moon of November is always called the beaver full moon, okay? So I would say that this is the time, you know, you may be building up to that time in November where you're really laying some foundations, grounding yourself, focusing your energy, maybe navigating some emotional detours or trying to select the best path, you know, to move through those emotional times. But ultimately, this to me is a building and grounding kind of energy. It is also an energy of creation, for sure, because they do create their own little structures. It was so funny, maybe a couple months ago, somebody sent me like a video, and it was so hilarious. There was this rehabilitation center, and someone had, you know, taken in an injured beaver that somebody found out in the woods. And, you know, before you know it, the beaver started feeling better, and he was, you know, getting around. And he started just doing the same thing in the house that he would do outside. He was like grabbing all the stuff out of their different rooms, and he was like putting it up and moving it around because he was building a dam. And they were like, you can take them out of the forest, you know, but they're still gonna do what they do. They took like an old Christmas tree that had been taken down, and they grabbed that, they put that in the hallway, and they were putting cushions and all kinds of stuff on it. I was like... So, you know, you may feel a little bit the equivalent of that, Virgo. You may feel like you're really building a structure, you know, something to better handle your emotions and your daily life. But you could just be rebuilding a whole new life for some of you, and it may really start to, you know, you may start to see the real completion of that when we hit Scorpio season. And Scorpio is a good, you know, completing sign for you. That's very nice. Let's get into your tarot. Let's just get a little past, present, future energy around this period of time for you. Yes. I think there's definitely, you've got a little, yeah, definitely moving towards that Scorpio season. In the immediate past, we've got the giraffe. So 8 of Pentacles. To me, when I see this, the immediate thing that comes to my mind is seeing the bigger picture. So I really do feel like you're kind of seeing with that expansive view, taking a look at, you know, the whole rather than just the tiny little details, which you usually do. 8 of Pentacles is also apprenticeship, craftsmanship, mastery of an art, mastery of a skill or talent. So I really feel like, you know, for those of you that have been working at something, you're really stepping into the power of mastering that ability. For those of you that are maybe either still in school or you're, you know, building something career-wise, it's like just this, there's a focus on doing the best work that you can. Those two work really well in tandem. These two are really made to go together, in my opinion. That's a strong energy. Second card out, center card, is the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is our sneaky little weasel here. So I think for a lot of my Virgos, you may be feeling that you're scared of somebody either taking advantage of you emotionally or financially. You know, you really have your guard up for people like that. You're like, I don't want to deal with anything like that. This could also point to changing of tactics, because in the traditional tarot, you know, this shows a guy who's stealing the swords from like the enemy camp. So, you know, rather than have to like fight the enemy, he's just going to go and take away their swords so that they can't fight him. So, you know, this could also be a very big change in the way that you think and the way that you do things. Like, instead of having to like go full bore and fight someone face to face, you're like, no, I'm just gonna take the swords out of their hands, and that way we'll be forced to talk. We're not gonna have a fight that same way, when it's not gonna get violent, right? The outcome card, you know, near future, is the Raven, the Magician, which is one of your power cards, Virgo. It's Mercury ruled. So to me, this is like you, your raw power, your raw talent, your raw ability. It's really coming out as, you know, a great manifestation in the end. So whatever you put your willpower and your focus into at this time, it really does come out very magically, very beautifully for you. You have what it takes. There's nothing that you're lacking outside of yourself, right? You already have everything you need within. So let's get into an affirmation for you, Virgo. It's a beautiful read. Yes, this is a very inventive energy. Look at this. We've got the raccoon card, the inventor. I mean, everything here is telling me you are building something. You're really, really building something. 8 of Pentacles, the magician, the beaver spirit, the foundation layer. Now you've got the inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being a trickster, right? Instead of being tricky, you don't need to use tricks, right? You just need to use good strategy. Practice integrity. You have many roles and you can juggle them well, right? You may be putting together more than one. I do feel like you do have your guard up a little bit here, Virgo, right now. You just do. You know, 7 of Swords and then 9 of Wands on the bottom of this deck. You got your guard up a little bit. You may have been really hurt in the past or immediate past. You may have had to deal with somebody that just wasn't forthcoming with you, and so you're really careful. Really gotta kind of feel like you gotta protect yourself against anyone that's a liar, cheater, stealer kind of deal. So yeah, just don't get paranoid about it. I don't get a sense that there's somebody coming at you. You've just been through something that makes you feel like there could be, and that's really what that's about. All right, y'all. Let's go on into Libra. How are my Libras doing? I hope you are doing great. This is going to be a spirit animal check-in reading for you guys. This is, you know, kind of the next 2 weeks as we go into the beginning of September. from now. But honestly, whenever you see this reading, it is the right timing for you. So let's see what we have got. We're going to start out with a main spirit animal that is the best for you to seek advice and wisdom from, who's going to be hanging out by your side the most for this next couple weeks' time. Please show us Libra. What do they need to see? Who is going to be with them? And there we are. Oh, I like that one. Of course I like that one. It's like a mini dragon. The lizard spirit is coming up for you, Libra, and that is dream the world into being. So this is so much about dreaming and manifesting into actuality what you've been thinking about, what you've had your mind on. You know, it's like this is sort of saying whatever it is that you've been, you know, holding in your mind's eye, dreaming up, it's time to turn it into a reality. And for some of you, if you've been working too hard, the lizard spirit definitely calls you into the dream time to relax a little bit, to chill out. Hey there, darling. I'm just seeing a couple people in my live stream. Hey, Daisy. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. Good to see Krista back. Hey. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Veronica. Nice to see you, too. No, you're not the only... Did you say the only crappy here? But she meant to say Cappy. I love that. Are you the only crappy? Do you know there's actually a kind of fish called crappies? And I love that the cappy has a goat. The goat has a fish tail. So sometimes I guess we could be a crappy cappy. Yeah, my little light went out. I don't know why it went out. I'm going to check it because it was supposed to have enough battery, but then it decided to not. Okay, well, all right, it's all right. I've got my candles here. We're good. We're fine. Oh, too funny. Anyway, let's get into the rest of your read, Libra. I'm sorry to be distracted by by my light and by the jokes in the live chat, but that's some good stuff. But there really are like a fish called crappies, and we got a gal in the chat saying, am I the only crappy here? But she meant to say cappy, like Capricorn. So I said, you know, sometimes a Capricorn could be a crappy cappy. They really could. They're feeling extra fishy. All right, Libra, let's get you a past, present, future layout on this reading. Let's see what we have for the next couple weeks. Outcome for you. Ooh, nice. Ooh, very nice. Libra. Okay. Immediate past. You know, you've been working hard with this, with the bear spirit, this Queen of Pentacles. Interestingly enough, she is my Capricorn queen. This is a very earthy, you know, very, very strong energy, right? To me, this is grounded. It's focused on the money. It's focused on the work. It's focused on getting something solid done. You may be feeling very logical, very practical about the way you spend and save right now, Libra. Right in the center, we do have the Magician spirit, Mercury energy, Virgo energy, as we're stepping into a lot of Virgo energy this next couple weeks, including a Mercury retrograde in Virgo. So you will be reworking things around organization, finances, health, habits, nutrition, all of that. Again, you know, to me, the Raven spirit, the Magician card is very much there saying whatever you put your mind to is what you can manifest. Love that, because, you know, with that lizard, you're dreaming the world into being. So whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're feeling, beautiful. Beautiful. Outcome card is this Ace of Pentacles. So we love to see that. That is a beautiful gift of abundance from the universe. That is, you know, something tangible coming in. So I really feel that whatever you're dreaming about right now, Libra, you know, you have a great capacity as you co-create. You know, we hear that term a lot, co-create with spirit. Well, what does that really mean? It means that spirit is guiding the action, right? It's kind of your, you know, it's putting things in your path that if you pick up on them, you'll be able to take that opportunity and keep some momentum going. But if you don't decide to pick it up, that's okay too. We all have the free will to do that or not. So that's really, to me, the feeling of co-creating. When you really feel like you're working on things that are being put in your lap, kind of put in your path, and you decide, I'm going to work with that. And it keeps growing and it keeps building. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the octopus spirit, this King of Cups, Cancer energy. On the undercurrent of this, I do feel like you are growing, maturing emotionally. And this kind of can say that not only are you becoming a more stable, loyal, emotionally trustworthy, emotionally responsible, and mature person, but you're also able to attract people that are that way too, right? That are more that way. So it's a kind of equal give and take, which I know Libra loves because y'all like to balance. Let's get an affirmation, please, for Libra. Beautiful. And you know, there's an interesting energy here. Okay, we've got the white stag. And the stag is one of the most ancient animals, like in the Celtic tradition. You know, these antlers are seen as like kind of a gateway to another world, to the beyond, right? You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You're meant to create blessings with your magic. It's a leadership card, and Libra, you are a cardinal sign. You are meant to be a leader on some level. And look at what we have, both the white stag and the white buffalo. To me, you know, when creatures are represented in their white aspect, that is the more ethereal layer, right? It's the more spiritual layer. You know, whereas with, you know, a creature like the raven or the black panther, that's like that real powerful manifesting when you get the black aspect. It's a different vibe. Both of them are very powerful, right? But when you get a mixture of both, I think that's really cool because you get sort of that the spiritual influence, and you get the ability to manifest that into reality. So Libra, this is a very magical couple weeks for you, it looks like. I hope you enjoy it. All right. So we're moving up to Scorpio, and I think we've had a little bit of shenanigans. Yeah, we need to get rid of this person. Hide user on this channel. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if they keep making a new account, because I think that's been happening some, but thank you guys for being on top of that. I really appreciate it. On to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you are doing. This is the first spirit animal reading session we've had in a long time. So I'm really curious to see what comes out for all of us tonight. This reading is mostly geared to be for the next couple of weeks. You know, we just had the new moon in Leo, and we're building up to that full moon, blue moon, at the end of this month in Pisces. So Scorpio, we're going to mostly, you know, focus it on that time of energy and period of time. But if you feel that this applies to you whenever you see it, go ahead and run with it. Let's get into it. Dear spirit animals, guardians, and guides, let's see what we have, please, for our Scorpios. What do they need to see? Which one of y'all is going to be helping them out the most over this next couple weeks? Love it, especially for you guys, because, Scorpio does like that more mysterious side of life. So we have the Panther spirit. It's that silent, powerful, mysterious energy. And it says reclaim your power. To me, Scorpio is the most powerful sign in the zodiac, in spite of it not being the oldest sign in the zodiac. And so to me, if you have felt like you've, kind of lost a bit of your power, your drive, your spark, or you've kind of given it away to someone else, this next couple weeks could be a really strong time where you begin to reclaim and refocus your power. It's not hard for Scorpio to gather their power back to them. They just have to focus on doing it if they have felt that they've kind of lost it for a minute. Let's get into your tarot, Scorpio. Let's see what we've got next couple weeks ahead. All right, guys. Yes. Immediate past is the puffin. That's our Fool card. So I think that this says, Spirit's been trying to kind of tap you on the shoulder a little bit lately and tell you to just go with the flow. It's a very strong card of innocence, taking the leap of faith, not having a certain thought about the outcome, just going where the moment takes you, going where Spirit leads you. And yes, that can lead to, sometimes a jump doesn't always pay off, but this is a very childlike wonder card. This is really asking you to trust in the process. Right at the center, present energy, we do have the Watson Spirit, the Lovers card. So this is, to me, having important conversations, because the Lovers card is a Gemini ruled card, and it has so much to do with communication and talking to our partner, talking to our loved ones. Sometimes it's about making a choice. You may feel like there's a real power dynamic going on in one of your personal relationships, either romantic or otherwise. There could be really something at play there that you've got to work out. The Pangolin Spirit is also here coming up into the immediate future. That is the Five of Pentacles. I will say, this is a pretty common card these days, because this is those financial concerns or constraints. Sometimes it's a fear of scarcity or lack. To me, it's a card that really says, it's time to change your focus, Scorpio. If you have been feeling like you're worried about money, if you're worried about not having enough, if there's been, that kind of nervousness there, it may be time to change your tactics, try something different. Instead of, feeding into that worry or that fear, try a different door, try a different avenue. That will just really help you out a lot, because then you'll be focusing on doing that kind of work instead of worrying about, a loss of some kind. But for some of you, you may be really going through a bit of a dark night of the soul right now. You may be really going through a journey where you've really got to talk it out, feel it out. But once you do, I think that is very, communication is very key once you open up. And on the bottom of your deck, you do have the Nine of Cups, our little pufferfish. It's funny, we're building up to a Pisces full moon. There's a little fish. I feel like, ultimately you are moving towards wishes being granted, feeling better about the direction that things are going. So don't give up on that energy and that feeling. Let's see what we have as an affirmation for you. And the Sea Otter, yes, so we do have the happiness card as well. I feel like you're definitely going to overcome whatever has been bugging you, whatever has been on your mind. You're going to move through this. It's really telling you to see a little bit of the lighter side here too. Be the master of playful living, release expectations, and enjoy every day. That's the Fool card. It's releasing an expectation of how something's going to go. Let worry go and instead choose love. And I would also choose, intentional living. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So, wow, if something in love or something in money is bugging you, Scorpio, I do think you're going to work it out. A lot of it has to do with putting your mind to it and just opening up and telling people how you're feeling and what's going on with you. That's a nice reading. That's a good insightful one. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what we've got for you. This is going to be your spirit animal readings for the next couple weeks, but whenever you find this reading, it's probably the right time for you to see it. This is going to get into, you know, kind of this new moon to the blue moon, full moon energy that we're working with right now. Could be a little bit of a tricky time for Sagittarians because we do have a lot of Virgo energy. Virgo is a 90-degree square to your sign, so it can create, you know, some friction. It can create some, you know, some sparks. It doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Sometimes it can really get you motivated. Sometimes those square seasons are some of the best because they really get us up and get us motivated. But it can sometimes be a little uncomfortable here and there. So let's see what we've got. Dear spirit guides, animals, friends, show us who you've got for our lovely Sagittarians out there. Anything that they need to see or know. Which one of you is going to be helping them out the most the next couple weeks, please? Oh, yay. That's one of my favorite cards in this deck, the Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around you. And to me, when I see this card, not only does it remind you that you are loved, but it also brings in that element of the music, right? And I'm a musician and I love music, so anytime I see that, I'm like, yes. You know, you can get so much goodness and so much emotional support for your heart out of connecting with good music. So guys, Sagittarius, it might be time to hit up a music festival, a concert, a show, a little dance party, or just play some music in your house. Keep that good vibration flowing. I love that. So let's get into your animal tarot for the next couple weeks. Let's see what we have got. Wow. Okay. Very strong. Oh, wow. All right. So we're starting out with our Fool card again. In the immediate past, again, the little puffin spirit. This is going with the flow, trusting what's coming, not worrying too much about, you know, where an action will take you. It's embracing innocence, that childlike wonder of just like, okay, I'll try this out. You know, let's give it a shot, right? So right in the center, this to me is building your dreams. The beaver spirit, 7 of Cups. You may have a lot of options, a lot of alternatives here, Sagittarius, because to me the 7 of Cups is a little bit of everything coming your way. It's just going to take some determination. You're going to have to give it a minute to like look at all your options, but then, you know, make a decision. You may feel a little bit confused though. And that's pretty normal, especially like I said, we're working up to this full moon in Pisces and we're in that Virgo season, and both of those signs, you know, are pretty challenging for you. Both of those signs kind of push and pull on your energies. So don't be surprised if you're like, oh gosh, I don't know which way to go, right? If that's how you feel, give it a little minute, you know, do your research during that time. Do more of your research this next couple weeks on where you want to go, because you're going to have a lot of opportunities coming up, a lot of decisions to make. And you've got the bald eagle spirit coming out here with our emperor energy. So I do feel like you will make your decision, you will put your foot down, you will make a solid course of action. This is very strong Aries energy to me. So, you know, Aries, boy, they don't deliberate too much. Once they've, you know, looked at it for a minute, they know where they want to go. They know what they want to do. It's a definite leadership card. It's ambitious. It's fearless. You know, on the bottom we got the Lovers card, so you may also be kind of mulling over maybe a relationship or the future of a relationship, or even whether you want to get into a relationship, right? You may have several people you know, and you're kind of like, I like a few of them, but which one is really the best person for me to spend most of my time with? And you may be making that decision over the next 2 or 3 weeks here. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Sagittarius. And we do have our fox spirit. You know, to me, the fox has a lot to do with love and love relationships too, because they're very familial, right? They're very societal. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So you got some love cards in here. You know, you've got the Nightingale, love is all around, the Watson spirit on the bottom, the Lovers. So, you know, you may there if you want love, it's probably out there for you. Yeah. It's probably out there for you, or it's on the way. Cuz it's definitely got a little love around it. But you got a few decisions to make for Sagittarius. Got a few things to get in a row. Give yourself some patience and some grace. The next, you know, next 3 to 4 weeks could be, you know, some of the more challenging ones when we hit that Mercury retrograde. Alrighty. Let's check in my chat. Oh, hey Angela, good to see you, hun. Oh, Daisy, I am really thinking about when I'm gonna try to come out to Vegas. I've got a lot to get done this next couple months. It might not be till like November or beyond, but I definitely want to come out there. There's like some shows and stuff going on out there that I would really like to see. So we need to chit chat, figure out when to do it, because I definitely am going to do it sometime. I don't know if it'll be the end of this year, beginning of next, but somewhere in there, somewhere between like late October, maybe through February next year. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to come out there. I've been wanting to do it for a minute. All right, let's get into Capricorn. Cappy. Oh, my Cappies. Oh yeah, hold on one second, Goaties. Yeah, hey Tortuga, good to see you. I'm continuing my Spanish classes. I've been doing Spanish lessons on Babbel for I don't know how many months, 3 or 4 months now. I really like it. It's a lot to it, but I've really been enjoying it. So okay, cool. Yes, I will, because I don't know if you know Dita Von Teese. She is that amazing, like, burlesque, you know, dancer, artist. And she is doing a residency in Las Vegas from like now all the way through at least February. So I definitely want to go see her. I've seen her before and she's amazing. She's Libra. She does all the fan dances, all the big feathers. But it's like a full on, like, Vegas inspired show with like all these amazing, like, Bob Mackie showgirl outfits, and it's really cool. Super glamorous. We get dressed up and go. So yeah, no, I definitely want to go see her in that performance. I think it'll be amazing. So yeah, just y'all let me know, and I'll let you know when it sounds. Yes, the pinup modeling, the kind of like vintage inspired 40s, 50s kind of look. Yeah, awesome. Ooh, so exciting. Yeah, definitely. But I'll be in touch with y'all. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Now for the Capricorns. hoofing it up the mountain. Yes, yes, I know, I've seen it, Ocean. I saw her earlier this year in January. I saw that. All right, Capricorn, this is going to be your spirit animal update reading. We haven't done one of these in a long, long time. But this is going to be looking at the next like 2 or 3 weeks to see what comes up for us, because I am a goat too. So we're just going to take a peek. And if you see this at another time, you know, say if you see this in like 3 months from when it was posted or however long, go ahead and take that. You know, it could be just the right timing for you. But if you, 3 weeks, you know, as we build from this new moon to the full moon, blue moon in Pisces. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we've got for you. Spirit animals, guardians, guides. Which one of you is nearest and dearest to our Capricorns this next couple weeks, please? Gotta get these cards nice and shuffled here. Sometimes they stick a little bit. Oh, I love it. Okay, Capricorns. Time to shed the skin, the snake spirit. That makes me happy because my dad was born in the Chinese lunar year of the snake, and snake power is strong. If you've been trying to heal from something emotionally, physically, mentally, this is the time for it. This is like shedding off the old, out with the old, in with the new. Big, powerful transformations. You may be transmuting some old poison, turning it into medicine, changing the narrative. You know, to me, snakes are very earthy, very grounded. In the lunar astrology, they're associated with Taurus, sign of Taurus. So it's very earthy, grounded, right? They feel all the vibrations of the earth. They're very, very sensitive that way. But it says on the bottom, time to heal. So, wow. Time to heal, Capricorns. You're going to be doing a lot of that this next 2 or 3 weeks. I feel like, you know, in some ways, because as we're moving through those last few degrees of Pluto, you know, it went through to the end of Capricorn. It went through that end in our sign this year, and then it's retrograded back into the last few degrees of our sign. I really feel as that's been happening, there's almost a kind of like a crystallization or manifesting effect that's having, where it's sort of like we got through that really tough transit and then it kind of doubles back, and it doesn't have the same effect when it doubles back as when it first went through that sign. It's sort of like you got the vaccine. Now it's going to give you the sickness and see if you stand the test. So anything challenging that you've been going through the last couple months, Capricorn, it's not going to hit you in that same really awful way because you already been there. You already done it. It's more like, oh, I got this. I know this can be tough, but you know what? I'm just going to shed that skin off, shake it out. I'll be fine. I'm going to be good. You know, this is really like that last transformative push that we make. Not that we don't keep growing and all of that good stuff, but you know, this last 14 years with Pluto moving through our sign has been a lot. Just gonna say that and leave it there. It's been a lot. All right, Goaties, let's see what we got for your tarot. It's gonna be your animal tarot. Let's get a little past, present, future on this cycle here. Yes. Yeah, it might be time for a little nap. Immediate past, Capricorn. We've got the Black Panther, the Queen of Wands. I do feel like a lot of us Capricorns have been stepping up a lot more into our power. We've been learning to be less afraid of loss, less afraid of giving, you know, love or giving away whatever it is, because we just know that we'll always have more. We know that that's not going to go away. We know that we have this this amazing sort of power. It's like when, even if we pour out our cup, we can refill it. We're good. Let's see what this one says. Immense love of life. Yeah, determination, altruism, seeking the higher vibration is that Queen of Wands. She's the Leo queen. So as we have this new moon in Leo happening, Capricorn, I feel like we're really embracing a lot of that. And you know, our universal 8th house of Scorpio is ruled by Leo. So any Capricorn, that's your universal, or a Capricorn rising if you are. You know, that rules our 8th house, the Leo spirit. So I really like the combination of this deep, dark kind of, that's very Scorpio. The Black Panther feels very Scorpio, but it's also very Leo. So it's a perfect combination for Capricorn because our Scorpio house is ruled by the sign of Leo. So, you know, it's like even in those darkest times, the light is shining through us. So that's pretty cool. Right in the center, Capricorn, in the present energy, what we're moving through is this camel spirit. Page of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of us are learning new things, growing in new ways. We're making little, making kind of small investments that may build up to bigger things. And so that's, I think, a very positive thing to continue doing. Page of Pentacles to me is always that adventurous spirit. In the zodiac, let's see, we've got the quest for wisdom, abundant harvest, and conserving your energy. So the conserving your energy part, I feel like you're saying, yeah, I may not be able to always invest as much as I want, but I can invest this much. You're learning a lot about how to moderate your energy. I've done that. It's like I've really learned how to read my body well. So I know if I'm too tired to do something or not. I know if I've got what it takes to do it or not. Therefore, I don't disappoint myself or others. Going into the immediate future, Capricorn, I think you're busy. So I think you do need a lot of healing space, a lot of naps, a good bit of rest, as much as you can get. We got the sloth spirit, love him. That's the 4 of Swords. So to me, that is like that ultimate just take a break, take a rest, especially if you've been really busy in your mind. This is a good time to just to meditate, to sleep, to restore, quiet reflection, and waiting until the timing is right. I love the 4 of Swords because I love naps. And that one just tells me, go ahead and do what you like because you like to do that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Scarab, 10 of Wands. So I do feel like this is the end of a burdensome cycle coming to an end, Capricorn. I feel like you've been carrying a lot of heaviness on your shoulders, and it's time to put it down. So, you know, this is saying ambition is a good servant, but a bad master. Wow. And Capricorn is probably the most ambitious sign of the zodiac. So there you go. It's like, it's great to have ambitions, Capricorn, but don't let those ambitions run you into the dirt, right? Your energy and respecting yourself is more important than feeling like you've got to take on everybody's crap. And of just saying, is it always our fault that we're carrying around everybody's crap? You know, we can say no. We can say no to that. And I think that this is showing us that we have learned a lot better when and how to say no and to only take on what we know we can handle energetically. This is an incredible reading, Capricorn. I really feel like it's very transformative and you're really turning a lot of corners. So take good care of yourself, do what you can, but definitely get the rest. I'm going to take that advice for sure. Let's get an affirmation on this. Oh yeah, snuggly. Love the fox. He's coming back. Coming back again on us. So fox energy, very, very clever, skillful. Again, you know, it talked about conserving energy. The fox definitely only uses its energy when it needs to. The rest of the time, you just kind of chill out at home. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources do surround you, and be open to romance. Because foxes, they're kind of affectionate and snuggly. They are. They're very familial. So if you want love, Capricorn, it may be right around the corner. You know, I get the sense that like there's going to be opportunities for that. So just throwing that out there. All right. That was a good one. Love that snake card. Perfect. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we've got for you guys. This is going to be your spirit animal reading check-in. We haven't done one of these in a minute, so I'm going to be putting the intention out that this is going to be, applicable for the next 2 to 3 weeks, kind of that, last part of August, first week of September. But if you see this reading at another time, it is probably meant for you. Let's get into first your main spirit animal guide that will be helping you out the next couple weeks. You show us who is going to be closest to Aquarius, please. Let's see who's out there for Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, frog spirit, clear out the clutter. I love my frogs. They are very, very active at this time of year here in the South. You can hear them all the time, especially at night. And they are very much about purification and cleaning things out. So this could really point to you cleansing yourself, detoxing yourself, cleaning out your environment, getting rid of any excess that you don't need around you. You might really get into music that has a lot of like drumming and tribal beats, because the frog, when they make their sounds, it almost sounds like a drum beat. So there is a thing about drum beats and frogs. So you might want to tune into something like that, or if you do drumming yourself, you may want to do some of that. Let's get into your animal tarot. Let's get a little past, present, and future energy. Spirit, please, for Aquarius. Yeah, you're in the middle of a transition. Absolutely. And there may be something you're letting go of. Immediate past is the Seven of Cups, the beaver spirit. So there's been a lot of confusion. You may not be sure exactly where you've wanted to go or what the next best step is, because the Seven of Cups, it can be very confusing. It can be all over the place. Like, I'm not sure which choice to make. I'm not sure which option is best for me. I don't think that energy is going to change right away, because we do have the bat spirit, the hanged man. This is very strong Neptune energy, Pisces energy. So it's not exactly the most clear. We are going into a Mercury retrograde right now. We are currently in a Venus retrograde as well. So there is a lot of reworking. There is a bit of confusion or rethinking around a lot of subjects in our life. But Aquarius, I really feel like, with this hanged man, it is a transformative time. It is a time where you're kind of in between cycles. So nobody really enjoys that, because most people want to know like where they are. They want to know if it's in or it's out or it's off or it's on. So, the hangman is kind of like, it's neither here nor there right now. You're just going to have to hang in there literally till this time is past. But really what it's meant to do is to enlighten you, to awaken you. It's meant to shake out any old baggage or clutter that you do not need. So this is a real detox, real decluttering time. We've got the Wolf, the Knight of Pentacles here in the immediate future. I don't think this is going to happen very fast. This is a slow but steady wins the race kind of approach, because the Knight of Pentacles definitely takes its time. It approaches things very carefully. It makes all of its plans really well before it gets into anything. So just hang in there. To me, Knight of Pentacles is very strong. It's kind of like Virgo energy. It's like they really want to make all their plans before they get going. And I do think this has to do with leaving some kind of a situation that's not emotionally fulfilling. We've got the Walrus spirit, Eight of Cups, which is all about continuing a journey, moving away from something towards something that's going to be a lot more satisfactory. So I would say hang in there. This is really about taking it one step at a time, but something is being very cleansed or cleared from yourself, from your environment. And you have to kind of go through the darkness to get through to the light. It's a kind of intense reading for you, Aquarius. This is definitely one of the more like, you gotta clean, you gotta clear out, you've got to face some of your fears. It's going to be a process. I would definitely give yourself a lot of patience and grace and gentleness, especially over this next 3 to 4 weeks. Let's get an affirmation for you, please. The Black Bear Guardian is coming up. Yeah, so this is really very protective energy. It's kind of reminding you that even if you're going through, you know, a bit of a tough time or a challenging time of making decisions and having to release things, Spirit has your back. Gentle, wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Really, really nice sentiment there. Just keep your focus on that, because I feel like once you come through this, you know, there's going to be much better, right? There's going to be much better. It's going to feel cleansed and cleared. You know how it feels when you've cleaned the house, or, you know, just, it always feels better. That's, I think, spiritually how you're going to feel. It'll feel right. All right. Let's spray a little bit of this. I'm going to do that because it's just, that was a 10th. That reading was kind of, whew, yeah. It was a little bit much. All right. All right, Pisces, my beloved fishies, how are you doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing awesome. This is going to be your spirit animal reading for the next couple weeks. We haven't done one of these in a while. I'm really kind of intending that these readings will be for around, you know, right now, this kind of second, third week of August, getting into the first week of September. But if you see these readings at another time, they're probably meant for you. So let's see what we have for our beautiful Pisces family out there. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides. Let's see what we have for our little fishies out there. Whatever they need to see, who they need to be snuggling up to the closest the next couple weeks. Yes. All right, Pisces. This is asking you to embrace your natural power. Chameleon spirit, act as if. Pisces power is one of adaptability. You know how to mold yourself to fit certain people, situations. It's a great, like, fake it till you make it kind of attitude. Like, even if things are tough, you're like, I'm going to stay in a positive mindset because eventually things are going to change and it's going to get better. So to me, this chameleon spirit, it's like, act as if you already have it. It's that sort of attitude. Like, if you want love, act as if you already have that love. You know, choose something to love on, whether it's your pets or your kids or something. You know, it's like, if you want more money, if you want a better job, act as if you already have it. Act as if you've already stepped into that role. And then it's a lot easier for you to jump into that energy, to jump into that position. Very, very cool. So Pisces, it's like, read the room, right? Feel it out and reflect what is most needed in that situation. That's going to go a long way for you over the next 2-3 weeks. Let's get into your animal tarot. Pisces, Pisces. Let's see what we got for Pisces spirit. To me, it's a real interesting thing. Let me shuffle these one more time. I still feel like I'm dealing with the funkiness of the Aquarius read in these. Let's just tap these out. Hit them with the kyanite. That's what we do. But maybe that's also because I feel like there's more I need to say about what's happening with you. The power of conformity is something that Pisces really knows how to do. And it's interesting because, you know, in society, especially these days, we're really pushed against that. We're like, be yourself, be an individual, don't do the way that everybody else is doing. things like that. And so we're really pushed to nonconformity, and we have a really negative, toxic association with that word. But Pisces knows how to conform in a very powerful way. And the best Pisces know how to accommodate a situation without losing their own focus, their own desires, and their own autonomy, right? That's when you've really ascended as a Pisces, when you not only know how to adapt and be what a situation requires, but to not lose your own integrity, right, at the same time. Now, sure, conformity is really nasty if you're just going along with whatever and it's not good for you at all, right? But Pisces knows, like, they might be getting together, example, with a friend. And maybe they're expecting, they're going to have a really great time and it's going to be happy and lighthearted. Maybe their friend shows up and instead their friend is just crying and sad. Maybe something really tough just happened. And instead of Pisces getting angry or getting upset that their friend is sad rather than happy, they conform, right? They adapt. Pisces is that kind of sign that's immediately, they color change so well, right? Emotional shift so well to adapt and conform to what that situation needs. And they're like, oh my gosh, honey, come on in. Let me get you some tea. Let me get you some Kleenex. And by adapting to that circumstance, they have a greater chance of getting what they actually originally wanted, because guess what? Their friend's going to cry it out. They're going to feel comforted. And before you know it, they might be feeling better and they have a great night after all. This is the power of the Pisces conformity, right? All right. Now that we've talked about that, let's get into your cards. Okay. Woo! Yeah, you're pulling some good stuff here. Okay. A little bit of what Capricorn had, but in a very different way. Camel spirit in the immediate past, right? Page of Pentacles. So I do feel, Pisces, you've been putting in little investments of time, education, learning new things, trying new things, but you haven't been like throwing everything in the kitchen sink in it. Like, you've just been doing what makes sense at the time. And that's a really positive card. I love that card. So I feel like, any kind of little steps you've been making, any kind of little investments you've been making, they are working for your favor and they are adding up over time. In the center, we both like this card. Pisces, you need some rest. You've been maybe burning the candle both ends a little bit, and you've got the sloth spirit, the Four of Swords, right in the center. So get some emotional, physical downtime. You need some rest. You need some quiet reflection. You need those extra naps, meditation, quiet spaces, to just rest, to daydream, to just be you. Yeah, this is such a great card. It's like a break in the action, Um, as we progress, though, look at the scorpion come out. It's a little different. So, outcome card, I do feel like, once you've had your rest, once you've kind of done that, you'll be frisky and ready to go again. Nine of Wands, to me, it's like you might still be kind of tired. I think for some of my Pisces out there, you might even be recovering from an illness or an injury. There could really be that, because the Nine of Wands says, I'm back in action. That's the tarot card where the guy has been through like the battle and he's got the bandage around his head and it's like he's still ready to go, but he's been through it, right? So Pisces, that's kind of how I feel. Like, some of you might really have been taking a rest and dealing with some physical or emotional exhaustion. You still have a lot of resolve. You're very brave, very resilient, very courageous. But, it's like you're still kind of raring to go. But if you can just take it easy the next, 3 or 4 weeks, that would be awesome. That would be really awesome. And just go with the flow. Be this chameleon. Bend to what's around you. Read the room. Okay? Bottom of the deck is the Otter Spirit, Six of Cups. This to me is Cancer energy. It can be nostalgia. It can be, having a lot of sentimentality. There could be some reunions going on, or there could be reminiscing. This is healing some inner child stuff too sometimes. It's also a nice gift giving card. You know, you might be getting flowers or some little gift from someone, or giving someone something like that. Let's get an affirmation on this, Pisces. You know, because that Virgo energy can be a little bit tiring. It really can. And I kind of feel like this isn't a time where you want to have like fights. This isn't a time where you want to get into any kind of conflict like that. That's why, like, even if somebody's giving you a hard time, just feel like, yeah, cool, you know, whatever, and just kind of go along with it and brush it off. You know, keep on going, keep on swimming. Yeah, because look at this. You're having a rebirth, Pisces. You know, you got the butterfly spirit as your affirmation. So you really are like moving from one state of being into another. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world and love every part of your journey. You know, so this isn't about fighting against the journey, not at all. It's very much going with the flow. But definitely get the rest that you need, Pisces, because you that's why I love Pisces. They even though there's a lot of differences between Pisces and Capricorn, I see a lot of myself in them, and maybe that's because I have so much Pisces in my chart, but it's just when they're all absorbed into something, it's like all the way. And Capricorns, we do that too. Scorpio does that too. Like when we're in it, right? And it's so hard for us, like once we're on that track, to like stop or moderate it. And so that's maybe, you know, something you want to look at, Pisces, is just, you know, don't push yourself too hard. It's great that you're passionate. It's great that you're like all in it, because I appreciate that, you know, but it's, yeah, you sometimes you've got to really listen to your body. And I do the same dang thing. I swear. I'm almost a Pisces. I have so much freaking fish influence. So much Capricorn, so much Pisces, you know, and it's just like, oh my gosh, that fishtail can really take over. So what did my Pisces say? She said, Tortuga called it. He told me I've been working too hard. This weekend, the kids, him, and I weren't going to go anywhere, and I stay home, enjoy the rain, make home-cooked meals. And that's exactly what we're doing. Good, good, and good. Yeah, just keep swimming. The Dory, yes, exactly. That's it. I was going to go out tonight, and I was like, no, I'm just going to stay home and do tarot. And even though doing tarot is still work, it's more enjoyable doing this right now. Yeah, cleaning houses for a living. That's a lot of work. My sister's done that before too, and she works as a nanny now. So it's all like, there's a lot of housekeeping involved in that as well. So yeah, she's done that. I know. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta chill. All right, my Aries, how are you doing? Happy new moon. This is going to be your animal readings, your animal spirit messages for the next couple weeks. We haven't done one of these in a while. This is mostly geared towards right now, around about this kind of, you know, last third of August, getting into the first week of September. But if you see these readings at another time, they're probably meant for you. So let's see what we've got as your animal guardians and guides coming up for the next couple weeks. Dear Aries, dear spirit guides, who is snuggling up to Aries? Who is going to be giving them the most support and wisdom the next couple weeks? And ooh, Aries, I am getting tingles all over. There's something good in this for you. Ooh, the crow spirit. We were just talking about this earlier. The co-create with spirit. Aries, wow, powerful energy. I love the crow. It's a different vibe than the raven. It is. The raven to me is more like raw magic, raw creator energy. The crow is a little sassier, which I love. You know how crows are, the way they walk, the way they strut. They have an attitude. They're smart and they know it. They're clever. They know it. They're like, nobody tell me what to do. They are super fun. So the crow spirit to me is really walking your talk. It is definitely co-creating along with the laws of nature and the universe. It's a definite balancing between your own power and the power of spirit. And as you reach out and you pay attention more and more to what spirit's offering you, and you pick it up and run with it, the more fun it gets, right? I have to also tell one of my funniest crow stories. There was one day I was living in Oregon at the time, and there were lots of crows in this particular apartment complex I was living in. And I was walking towards, I think, just taking a walk because there was a nice big park, and there was this fence, like this little, kind of wooden fence that went along a little part of it, and there was a crow sitting up on the fence, and there was a cat sitting at like on the ground looking up at the crow, and the crow, I swear, was just telling the cat off, and the cat was listening to it. The cat was just kind of like this, like, and the crow was just like, telling the cat off, and I was like, that cat did something. The cat did something, and the crow was just like, I'm gonna tell you and to give you a piece of my mind. The cat was just like, okay, I won't do it again. So you may be feeling a little bit like that, Aries. You may be ready to, tell some people off. Maybe somebody been picking on you a little bit. You're like, Crows are also very inventive. They know how to make tools. They know how to manipulate situations to their best advantage. They're big survivors. Incredible birds. They're corvids. Corvids are some of the best, most interesting birds to learn about and observe. They're super fun. All right, guys. Aries, let's see what we got in your animal tarot the next couple weeks. Spirit, please. Let's show Aries what they need to see. That's nice. Woo, big Mother Earth vibes here, Aries. Big Mother Earth vibes. Holy cow. Woo! Earthy energy. Really nice. Immediate past is the bear spirit. Queen of Pentacles, my Capricorn queen. She's the one that sits with the little bunny rabbit in the traditional tarot, and she is very logical, practical. She's good with money. Definitely a minor arcana empress vibe. It's that Mother Earth vibe. She's careful with her money. And Aries, you might be more careful with your resources than ever these days. I do feel like you're surmounting some big challenges or burdens that have been really tough for you. Like you're really putting down something that has been heavy on your mind, your heart, your shoulders. 10 of Wands is, difficult, burdensome cycles coming to an end. It's like the last step in that, right? Capricorn had this card in their reading. We talked about the message on this card is ambition is a good servant but a bad master. So, it's great to have ambition, like I said, but if it's running you out, wearing you out entirely, it's good to moderate it. There is a lot of ambition in this deck, though, in this reading, I should say. Immediate future, look at that. See, I said this is like a small, lesser arcana empress here with the Queen of Pentacles, and now we've got the full-on empress with the cow spirit coming into the future. Strong Taurus and Libra energy here. Strong Capricorn energy. This is amazing to me. Like I said, big Mother Earth vibes. And with that crow co-creating with spirit, there's something that you're really being asked to tap into here on a tangible level, for sure. Something that you're creating is meant to be very manifest in the world. And on the bottom of the deck, look at this. It just doesn't stop. We've got the King of Pentacles with the Rhinoceros spirit. So you got the King and Queen of Pentacles. You got the Empress. Huge Taurus energy. You might have a Taurus in your life. If you've got Taurus or Capricorn or Libra in your chart, this reading is really, really for you. Um, you may be building something bigger than you ever have before, Aries. You may be making some more money too this next 2 or 3 weeks. And even if you don't get it in the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's like you're doing something to bring in more abundance, because this is abundance, creativity, fertility. The fact that you've got both the King and Queen of Pentacles to me feels like, power couple material. If you've got someone in your life, or maybe in the future you're attracting someone like that, that's just really very strong, very grounded. Wow. But this whole process is like you're putting down the heaviness maybe around making money and around making a living. You're putting the heaviness down and enjoying it more. Because to me, that Empress energy is Venus ruled. It's sensual, it's fun, it's creative, it's musical, it's all that other good stuff, right? It's loving, nurturing. So it's like, it's ambitious, but it's enjoying what it's doing too. It's not just like, oh, I gotta work. It's more like, I gotta work. I get to work at this. Exciting, right? Let's get an affirmation for Aries, please. And you're not alone doing it. I do feel like there's other people around you. We've got the bee spirit here for your affirmation. It's community, right? The power of the hive. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Y'all, Aries, I love this reading. You are the queen of abundance. I don't care whether you identify male, female. This is, yeah, big queen bee vibes coming through here. Big Empress, Queen of Pentacle, like, wow, Earth Mother. Getting in touch with Mother Earth. Interesting too, of course, Taurus is the very next reading after you. I'm just saying. But you may have a Taurus in your life big time right now. Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, all coming up big in your reading, Aries. Enjoy it. That sounds great. A lot of synchronicities in there. All right, Taurus. Let's see what we've got for you guys. This is your spirit animal reading for the next couple of weeks. Today is August 19th, and so I would say this energy is going to go till about the second week, second week of September. But if you see this reading at another time, it is meant for you. This is going to be, again, spirit animal messages. We haven't done these in a little while. I used to do these every week for a while, and we just hadn't done it in a minute. So let's see what the animals are guiding you towards. Let's see, especially first to start, which spirit animal wants to work with you the most this next couple weeks, Taurus. Flamingo Spirit. I like this card. I really love this one. It's embracing the in-between, which is a really important thing for us to be able to do on our life journey, because many times we are in that in-between energy. We're in between a cycle. We're not at the starting point. We're not at the finishing point. We're somewhere in the middle, working it out. So Taurus, that's what it is all about the next couple of weeks for you. Let's see what we have in your animal tarot. Old, past, present, and future. Yeah, there's, ooh. You may feel a little bit of hurry up and wait right now. I do get that sense. In the immediate past, we've got the snake. So I feel like there has been like a lot of activity, because the Tower card is Mars ruled. So there was a whole lot of shaking going on. Snake is very transformative. It's very regenerative. So I do feel like there's been, there's been some big action. That's a lot of change. Sometimes it can be distressing, but sometimes those changes can feel very liberating. Right in the center, the caterpillar spirit, we've got the Four of Pentacles. And so right now, Taurus, you may be kind of trying to make a decision whether to expand or whether to kind of wait things out, especially in regards to your money. This is very much about like, should I spend this on this? Should I hold on to this a little longer? You may be feeling a little bit nervous about opening up. And it's not just money. Sometimes, this can also be your emotions. To me, that's a classic card of self-protection and not wanting to get taken advantage of, not wanting to lose something. So, this is kind of like, should I open my heart a little bit wider? Should I spend a little bit more? Should I invest a little bit more of myself or not? So you're really balancing those two things right there. The main thing is not to get into a fear of loss, right? Don't feed into a fear of loss. But, the thing that I see that could be the most challenging is this Four of Cups right here, because this is you just kind of saying, I'm not really sure what to do, when to act. You may be focusing a little bit too much on only one thing or things only turning out a certain way. We are going through Mercury retrograde very soon. And so sometimes that can put you into that review mode where you're really going backwards and looking at things quite a bit instead of focusing on any new opportunities that could be coming your way. Taurus can be very stubborn sometimes, as you probably heard. And so the biggest thing I wouldn't want you to do is, it's fine to contemplate, it's fine to review, it's fine to research, but don't stay stuck in that state of contemplation forever, because you will need to act. And it's a good idea to be flexible, right? To me, that's another part of this flamingo spirit. It's the ability to see two sides of every story, right? Two sides of every situation. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Taurus. There it is. Leap into action. This was said. Don't get stuck in contemplation here, Taurus. You may just want to stay kind of stuck and stay in a kind of thoughtful place, but don't stay in it too long. We have the pronghorn deer. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land in the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And on the bottom of the deck, we also had the raven. So to me, that is the quick wit. That is, that's a Mercury card, is the magician. So it really does have to do with putting your mind to it. This really is a reading that gives me this feeling that, like, wherever your mind ends up, that's how great or how little your success will be. It's really the feeling of it. All right, guys, on to Gemini. Let's see what we've got for the twin stars out there. Hello, Geminis. We are doing your spirit animal readings at long last. We are back on to our spirit animal evening. So we're going to be just catching you up, see what's surrounding you right now. This is really going to be for the next 2-3 weeks from the time of this reading, but anytime that you see this, even if it's a year out from when I posted this, it was probably meant to be for you. So spirit animals, guardians, guides. Let's see what we've got for our Geminis out there this next couple weeks. What do they most need to see? And which of our spirit animal guides are snuggling up closest to them right now? All right, Seahorse Spirit, Gemini, watch and wait. We are going to be very soon moving into Virgo season. We already have Mars and Mercury in Virgo, and we will be moving into a Mercury retrograde as well next week. So hang in there, watch and wait. I wouldn't make any huge moves the next couple weeks. And if at all possible, I would wait about 4 weeks from today. You know, because that's when a lot of that retrograde energy will have moved. It will be a lot better for you. Virgo time can be very challenging. However, once the sun goes into Libra around, you know, October 21st, 22nd, that's going to shift the energy up greatly, because it will move that solar energy from a square to your sign to a trine, and that's going to be much, much easier. So for now, take it easy, drift, relax. Don't feel like you need to make any big, bold, huge moves. Let's get into your animal tarot, please, Spirit. Let's see what we have for our Geminis. Oh my goodness. Yes. Very interesting vibes here, Gemini. All right, so I do feel like, you know, immediate past, you've made a lot of decisions. Maybe you've been a little bit cool. You know, maybe people have accused you of not being the warmest and the fuzziest. We got that Condor Spirit, the King of Swords. To me, that's a very strategic card, but it is not a very warm and fuzzy card, right? It's Aquarius energy, so it can be very, very intellectual and not very emotional. So you may have been really making choices from your mind more than your heart in the recent past. Right in the center, we've got a little lucky pig card. That 10 of Pentacles is a very, very positive card of abundance, success, loyalty, longevity. So I do feel like that's very much what you're focused on. You're focused on having, you know, the family around you, the true wealth. You don't want to go towards risky factors. You know, and here's the Pangolin Spirit, the 5 of Pentacles, and those are kind of those risky factors. That is that fear of scarcity, fear of loss. It can be a scarcity mindset. So this is really asking you to focus your mind on what you really want and not what you don't want. So it's like, if things are going basically pretty good, I wouldn't make any huge moves over the next 4 weeks if you can help it, right? I think that this is really, you know, the thing to avoid is that Pangolin Spirit, because that is the scarcity. That's the fear of loss. That's the fear of not having enough, fear of being alone, right? And if you focus on that, focus on your fears, we tend to manifest them. We tend to bring those fears to us when we focus on them too much. On the bottom, we do have the Walrus Spirit, 8 of Cups. So internally, you may be thinking about walking away from something. Maybe overall it's pretty good, but you know that you could do better. So it's kind of like that onward and upward. Sometimes that's a bit of a challenging card to get there, Gemini, but you know, you've got to really listen to not only your mind, but also your heart. But I would avoid taking major action until we get into the later part of October. That's just my advice to you. Because the next, you know, 4 to 6 weeks are going to be, they're going to be kind of challenging with the retrogrades and the Virgo energy for you. Let's get an affirmation, please, for our Geminis. You know, that watch and wait energy to me is also kind of saying, you know, if you're not sure of a person, if you're not sure of a job, watch and wait, observe it, see how it plays out, see what they do, see how it acts, right? On the bottom, the Black Jaguar, the old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So, yes, Gemini, focus on what it is that you really want, not what you don't want. Be observant, watch and wait. Be a little bit like a Scorpio right now, you know, just kind of kick back and watch what's happening around you. All right. Oh my goodness. Can't believe we're already on our last one. Here we go. We are on Cancer now. Yay, Cancer. Happy new moon cycle, Cancer, and happy full blue moon coming up at the end of this month. These are going to be your spirit animal reading updates for you. We have not done a spirit animal session in a long time, so these are going to be kind of the next 2 to 3 weeks. But as I've said for all of our signs, if you find this at another time, it is probably meant for you. So let's dig in. Dear spirit animal guides, guardians, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Cancers out there. Anything that they need to see for their best and highest good. And let's start, please, with one spirit animal that will be helping them out the most over this next couple weeks. I like it. Yeah. Buffalo Spirit, the universe will provide. So yay. Cancer, to me, this is always, this is very similar to Ten of Pentacles energy. It brings in a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity, brings in exactly what you needed at the time that you needed it. So it's time to focus on, you know, gaining momentum and the universe coming through with what you need. So it's also kind of that card that says don't worry too much, because what you need will be provided when you need it. Let's get into your animal tarot here. Let's see what we've got. And you know, those buffaloes don't take any crap from anyone either. They really don't. Like, you see these idiot tourists and stuff that you're trying to mess with the buffalo. It does not end well. Yeah, so it's there's a little bit of that, like, know your truth, you know, stake out your turf, you know, be chill, be cool, but if somebody tries to mess with you, don't be afraid to put your foot down and tell them what's what. Yes, you're coming through very strong here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You may have already been through something like that. We've got the lion card coming through, lion spirit with the strength energy in your immediate past. So you might have already had to, like, step it up in terms of courage or strength. My goodness. What's one of my favorite cards in the tarot? It's the number 8. And so, you know, to me, it's all about your personal spirit overcoming any negativity in your own soul. You know, that's really what it's about. It's about our better part of our nature rising to the occasion. Right in the center, the Hawk Spirit, Ace of Swords. We haven't had very many aces tonight in our readings, but here comes one. It's very sharp. It's very to the point. To me, you know, the Ace of Swords is that victory card. It's that card that cuts through, you know, the veil. It cuts through anything that's confusing or cloudy. In some ways, I could almost say with this kind of a reading, I feel like most signs will be dealing with a lot of confusion, maybe a lot of mental difficulty, or, you know, setbacks, or seeming setbacks, you know, through these retrogrades that we're having, or these full moons. But for you, Cancer, I almost get the sense that you're thriving during them a lot more than the other signs are. Like, you're seeing clearly while they're feeling confused. Most people are going, I have no idea what's going on. And you're like, I know exactly what's going on. Like, you're having epiphanies, you know, because to me, this is like clear vision and discernment coming in. While other people might be going, I don't even know what's going on. You're like, you can't see this? I feel like Cancer is going to be more clear than the rest. My goodness. And then look at our outcome card as this plays out. The Hummingbird Spirit with the 4 of Wands. Beautiful card. This is happy homecomings, happy home life in general, good soulmate energy if you're in a relationship. You know, just a happy time. It's a beautiful card. It's one of my favorites. I love the hummingbirds too. On the bottom of the deck, you know, we've got the Wolf Spirit, Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow and steady, Cancer. There's no reason to rush any of this stuff. You know, if you got plans in the making, I would take them slowly, and that's simply because of those retrogrades. But I feel like, you know, you're stepping it up in terms of courage, interpersonal strength, and really being able to see with a clear vision. And that's not from nothing, right? That comes from you having done a lot of inner work and you having worked to see clearly, right? But I always find that that's interesting when we have those planetary transits. It's like some people operate much better than others. And it seems like your sign is looking like it's going to have an easier time. I will say that Virgo is a good alignment to Cancer. It's not as challenging of a sign for you because it is in that sextile. It's that pattern where you have one sign between you. And so it really does work a little bit nicer for Cancer. But I feel like this is a very positive time indeed. Just don't push things too quickly, right? Just don't get ahead of yourself. Just enjoy. Just enjoy this. Let me get into an affirmation for you, Cancer. It looks great though. Yeah, this is just stay at home and snuggle time. This is exactly what you like. Our fox spirit is back. And you know, I think there were maybe 2 other signs or 3 other signs that had this. I know Capricorn had it. Did Pisces have this one? I can't remember. But anyway, this little guy's popped up a number of times tonight. So you're swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Cancer has good instincts, intuition. Resources surround you, and that's definitely in this reading with the resources. And be open to romance. This is just chill it out at home. Yeah. Yeah, this is a time to me when you've got all those retrogrades going on. We're just kind of taking it easy, or just having a good time and not stressing anything too serious is always good. It's always good. The other good things, of course, with retrogrades is that if you're doing something, you know, that you have done before that's worked out for you well in the past, is usually a good bet, right? Or finishing up an old project or an old thing that you needed to do. That's very much favored as well. So, all right, guys, we got them all done. This was fun. It's been a minute, but I really enjoyed it. So I hope you have a wonderful evening out there, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your reads. I am planning to put timestamps up for all of these so that you can easily access them if you want to watch them again. But yeah, let's do this again soon. I don't know if we'll do it in another 2 or 3 weeks, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I do have a new channel that I'm going to be kind of launching and promoting soon, because like I've said to a lot of my members, there's been a lot of censorship on YouTube. And unfortunately, I think that's why this channel it was, you know, when I first started, it was really growing, and then it just kind of stopped. And I know it's because of the AI. I know it's because that we have talked about mental health subjects and issues in the past. And there is a lot of censorship now on YouTube. It's happened to not only a lot of readers, but also a lot of psychologists, people that have like therapy channels and things like that. Because if you talk about suicide, I can say it here because I've already been AI listed, right? But if you say that, or if you talk about it, or depression, or any of the mental health issues that come up for folks, which we definitely do with tarot, because, you know, it's fun, but we also are dealing with real emotions and real feelings, and we've definitely talked about those subjects in the past. And so if you say those kind of things, the AI doesn't know what context you're saying them. It has no clue. It just detects that word and goes, not good for the you know, commercials, not good for the sponsors, and it just doesn't recommend the channel to people. So that's really what has happened. So I'm going to start a new channel, and we're just going to have to really watch our P's and Q's on that one and just keep it more straight, more narrow. I know that's a little bit frustrating, but that's why I will be keeping this channel. So that when we want to have our heavy conversations and talk about our deep subjects, we can do it. And we will be able to do that. And it won't matter. It'll just be for us, but that's fine. And whoever maybe you invite, because that's the only way more people are going to find this channel at this point, is either if they just stumble across it, if I've given them a business card, you know, with the name of the channel on it, etc. They're not going to just find it because it got suggested by YouTube, because they're not doing that. They haven't done it in a long time with my channel here. I also do have, for those of you who enjoy perfume reviews, I have a channel called Sassy Dragon on YouTube that's very fun, and I love perfume. I love fragrances. And I just started posting like little perfume reviews here and there on it, and it's already building up nicely. So if you enjoy something fun and light like that, I have those over there on the Sassy Dragon channel. And sometimes I also post like bunny videos and possums and other funny things that are just going on in my life. So, but yes, changes are coming, but a lot of things are going to stay the same, which is good. We'll still be able to have our cake and eat it too, in this case. I hope they don't just completely like get rid of this channel entirely. I hope that it stays safe and that we get to keep it even though I'm making a new one. So, all right guys, have a good night. I'll be seeing y'all soon. Mwah. Take care.